Each of them in a bit here, but we want to get you to the latest right now. Matt and I have you covered. We'll start with a look at what's happening on radar. And there is some intense snow coming down. As we all just mentioned, winter storm warnings are in place through today. And the heaviest snows we continue to see through Mansfield and through much of Ashland and Wayne counties right now. Worcester, you are getting a very, very heavy snow. We are also seeing more of that snow in through Summit and Portage counties, northern Stark County around North Canton, and to a lesser degree as far as intensity, but certainly still seeing some decent snows in parts of southern Lorain County and Medina County. So getting a little closer in, you can see that it is steady. It's coming down. It has been now for the past several hours. As we get further inland, we're seeing that mix. So obviously snow accumulation amounts won't be as impressive in these areas like all of you in Dover and New Philadelphia, our friends there. Eye alerts are scrolling in the hundreds at the bottom of the screen. We continue to get new ones in too. Our just in tab flashes in red. Here's our east suburbs for you. Good morning to all of you in Lyndhurst and over into Shaker Heights and Richmond Heights and South Euclid. Snowing there, snowing through Lake County, seeing plenty of snow. Lakeshore, Ashtabula. It is breezy, blustery, blowing and drifting snow, reduced visibility, and on top of that, wind chills in the teens because of it all. And as we look at the day, this is not just a morning event, so I want to make that perfectly clear as I send it over to my good friend Matt. We're going to be dealing with even more of this, and those afternoon and evening drives are going to be pretty intense.
Yeah, Holly, for sure. I think the bulk of our storm falls from now until afternoon and evening, as you mentioned. So a lot of people waking up this morning saying 1 to 2 inches. Why is school canceled? Why am I not going to work today? Well, it's because of what's to come here as we go throughout the daytime hour. Wave 1 is now gone. Wave 2 now moves in, and this is the one that's going to hit us pretty good here across northeast Ohio. Look at the expansive nature on radar of this storm system. We've got snow breaking out all the way back towards Texas. It's not until that Texas low clears our area that we're going to end this snow. So we've got a persistent batch of moderate to heavy snow that is now moving in. We're starting to get a taste of how this day is going to go, and that's going to continue pretty persistently all the way through afternoon. So in terms of snowfall rates, here you go. I think we'll be in the moderate to heavy category all the way through the 5 o'clock hour. Our southern communities, and I'm talking to you from Canton south, you're going to have some icing still this morning. You haven't seen much snow. You've had some freezing rain. That will hold today, and then eventually it'll push back down towards the south. So on the map, this is what it'll look like. You notice the ice in pink down towards the south. That's freezing rain and sleet and some snow. That pushes out. Temperatures drop. We're all dealing with heavy snow throughout the day. Road conditions are going to continue to deteriorate this morning. I think they'll be worse for that evening rush hour, and then we'll start to clear all this snow out off towards the east as we bring in much, much colder air tonight and much, much colder air tomorrow. We're going to struggle to get out of the teens. And then behind that, we get down probably below zero Friday night into Saturday morning. But you notice what we've lost, and that's the snow falling from the sky. So we'll be able to have some nice cleanup around here. We've got your accumulation forecasts and more impacts expected coming up in our full forecasts, guys.
All right, Matt, Holly, thank you so much for taking us hour by hour there. And as you saw at the top of the show, we have reporters out all over the place. We showed you that live look in Westlake, so we want to start with the west side because that's where we know that the storm's hitting first.
Yeah, and my drive-in wasn't terrible, but as Matt talked about, it's going to get worse as the day goes on, and there's many people that'll be traveling this morning. So we head out to Lindsay Buckingham, who's live in Westlake for the latest on the conditions. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning to you guys. Well, just as you said, it's really starting to come down now. We're getting a lot of that wind blowing the snow towards us. I also wanted to show you and have you listen to this. In addition to the plows pushing that snow, they're also picking up a lot of this ice. So if you have to hit the roads, be mindful of this because it can be a little bit slippery. I'm going to show you Sperry Road behind us. The roads are pretty well plowed. They have drivers coming by at least 15-minute increments here. And 90 West behind us, traffic moving pretty well. In addition to the drivers, ODOT drivers doing 12-hour shifts. They've got 42 trucks on the road. But again, if you have to hit the roads, take it slow. There's that ice, that slush, and of course that snow accumulating. Couple of safety tips too. If you have snow covering your house number, keep that clear in case of emergency. because you want to be able to have those first responders find you quickly and prevent a delay. So some safety tips. Can see Maureen and Dave, no plows now, but I promise they're here. I know that I haven't had the luxury of them coming by, but they are here. I've seen them.
Yes, they're working hard, no question about it. All right, Lindsay, thank you. Now, we know that the east side usually gets hit hard, and we're always talking about that. So is that the case this morning?
Yeah, I mean, we're keeping an eye on it. And Emma Henderson is out in Mentor, where you, Emma, you've been seeing the snow coming down, and you had the luxury of some plows going through your live shot for a little special effect for us.
I did. It was great. It was super helpful. I couldn't have choreographed it better. Now, the main thing that we've noticed in the past half hour here in Mentor is not only is it getting windier, but it's getting colder. We obviously have this snow that's coming down. You can see the roads behind me. Still not too bad. Now, everyone's taking it slow, being cautious. Obviously, Lake County drivers are pretty well experienced snow drivers, so that's not a major issue for them at this point. And a reminder for people who live in Mentor, they are under a snow emergency. That means you cannot park on the roads, and that is so crucial to keep those snow plows out, going, and clearing the roads for everyone else. So we just want to make sure everyone knows. Obviously, we're seeing these parking bans happening in a lot of places. We have one in Mentor as the snow is coming down more and more and more, and it's getting colder and windier. Just a friendly reminder.
Yeah.
We're going to send it back to the studio and you guys.
All right, Emma, thank you so much. And that is a great reminder. We have a list of all the parking bans that are in place on our website, WKYC.com. Those snowplows have to get every inch of that road. If you're blocking, then you're down to one lane. It gets dangerous.
Yeah, so snow, the story, but ice, also the story. And we're seeing a lot of that to the south. And that's where Austin Love is now live in Canton. Austin, good morning.
Yeah, hey, good morning to you guys. Yeah, it's an interesting type of precipitation that we're having right now. It's not so much rain, it's not snow, it's somewhere in between right now. Maybe that freezing rain. I don't know if grapple is the right word, but I like saying grapple. But yeah, live here, take a live look at I-77. Clear conditions that we have right now. ODOT has done a really good job. About every 10, 12 minutes we've been seeing them go by. But if you're waking up right now, this is what your car potentially could look like if it's been live, if it's been sitting outside here in Stark County. I've had Dave try to, Flat Dave over here, trying to scrape off this ice, but hey, to no luck. This is really, really thick ice right now. So just some of the conditions that you're going to be expecting when you wake up this morning. If you have to go somewhere, if you don't have to go anywhere, count your blessings and stay home. Yeah, you can look at the tires and just see how frozen they are. So make sure if you have to go out somewhere, get outside, get this ice off, and turn your car on and heat it up. It's going to be a slick drive out there.
Traffic is brought to you by reliable snow plowing specialists. Visit us now at snowfighterswanted.com for more information and to become a snow fighter.
Well, speaking of slick drive, it is 6:09 and we take a look. 71 at 271, a slick drive here in Medina. In fact, Matt and I, we were admiring this camera because there was a bunch of snow coming down, but it looks like it's clearing out a little bit. But again, still slick conditions there. That crash that I was tracking on the turnpike near 71 has cleared out, but we do have a crash reported 90 eastbound at East 222nd Street on the East Shoreway. That's in the Euclid area. Here's that live camera in the area, I-90 at Babbitt Road. And unfortunately for the ODOT cameras, they work when they want to work, and when you need them, they don't. So again, icy conditions throughout the region. We pull out to take a look at the rest of the region here. You can see the ice to the south and the snow to the north. So please, if you have to leave, give yourself extra time. Right now, I'm just tracking that one crash. Average speeds on the highway right now are around 40 miles per hour. And Maureen and Dave, here's a live look around town, downtown Cleveland, Elyria, Warrensville Heights, Akron, North Canton, and again, Akron again. So on 90, 271, 76, 77, and State Route 8.
All right, and we know that the snow is going to pick up and those road conditions have the potential of getting worse. We have all of our team weather coverage continuing all morning. And after the break, we're going live to downtown Cleveland.
Yeah, and how about this? Our coverage continues all day long with updates every hour and a special noon newscast. And then join us tonight at 5 on What's New for your latest live updates. Then again at